Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're all good. Last time round, I said this. 1,500 likes and I'll make a bucket list video of shirts that I want to add to this particular collection here. Now, at the time of recording, that video has got 2,300 likes. So, yeah, smash the like target. Thank you very much for supporting. Obviously, some of you guys are into your shirts, so we're back again. This one is my, I don't know what I'm going to call it, my bucket list. My football shirt bucket list. Shirts I want to get before I die. Bit morbid. Anywho, a couple of new things going on right now in this video. First thing is I had a haircut and it's crap. November was the last time I had a haircut. November to December, January, February, March. What are we? April. 5 months. 5 months, and it's looking more like a bird's nest. But you know what? It's better than it was. Marginally. I've also got a new mic which doesn't take up the whole screen, so now we can, you know, you can see my face. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but hey, it seems to be working okay. And for those that are wondering, it's the Shaw SM7B. Now, there's a few people in the last video that said you basically just showcased your Parma shirts and your Tottenham shirt. I run Parma, so there's going to be a lot of shirts, and I support Spurs, so there's going to be a few shirts. But I do like shirts, and I'm now in a position where I can start adding them to my collection. Here we are. Will I be adding more Spurs shirts to my collection? Of course. And I'll whiz through them very quickly, because I know you're not all interested in Tottenham shirts. But there is one, of course, which I said I'd show you. It's that purple one. But just like the last video, I'm going to start international, and I did mention last time that these two shirts here were the best England shirts that we've seen. I was trying to think of a way to end that sentence, but yeah, full stop. It's the best England shirts that we've had. IMO. I mean, as far as a home shirt goes, it's a plain white kit, but it's a really nice plain white kit because it's got that pattern in the background. Now, I'm not clued up on how expensive these are. I've seen a couple on eBay for around 150. I'm on classic football shirts right now. There's a Gascoigne one in my size, medium, for £174. It doesn't have to have a player on the back, but if I was to have one, Gascoigne would be fantastic. He was a big part of that England squad back then. And it's same for the 1990 third kit, the blue one. This is beautiful. Definitely one of my favourite shirts of all time. This one is even more money. I've just seen one on eBay for £499. It's a large though, so I wouldn't invest, but its condition is amazing. Yeah, in terms of England international kits, they are the only two that I would add to my collection, so I'll keep an eye out for them. Stick with the internationals for a second. Obviously, I told you about my love for Italian football and Italy in general. I do have the 1996 Italy shirt, but I would like to get hold of the 1994 World Cup. Unfortunately, they didn't win it. They got into the final against Brazil and lost on penalties. Roberto Baggio ballooned it over, I believe. It's all vague memories. Euro 96 was the first real tournament that I got into. 94, I was there. I got the sticker book, but I didn't really know too much. I remember someone from Republic of Ireland did a roly-poly when they scored. What was his name?
Houghton also making his presence felt. There's his shot. It's a goal for Ireland.
Ray Houghton actually scored against Italy as well. Yeah, that's my memories of USA 94. Now, just like the England kit, I like this one because it's got that pattern in the background. I've actually found one here on eBay. Diodora. Baggio on the back, number 10, of course. $599. They didn't even win the World Cup. This one's a lot cheaper, 239 quid, Jesus. But yeah, for me, this one is nicer than my 96 one, personally, because it's just got all those patterns in the background. I really like this one. So yeah, if I could add this to my collection, I'll be a very happy man. Unfortunately, though, it's been a very expensive start. 2 England shirts and an Italy shirt is going to cost me near on £1,000. The last international team that we're going to look into before we head into clubs is, of course, it's Netherlands. I've always had a soft spot for Netherlands as well. Not as much as Italy, of course, but Netherlands is, I don't know. I think it comes from playing my first ever game. My first ever computer game was on an Amiga 600. Constantly showing my age in these videos, but yeah, one of my first games was Sensible Soccer. Always thought to myself, how can games get any better than this? But they did, naturally. But yeah, this was a game. This was good. On the front of the cover was Ruud Gullit for Netherlands, and that is my association with them. I've always liked orange as well. So yeah, the Netherlands. And anyone that's in the shirt game would know that, obviously, the 1988 shirt is an iconic one. I'll put it up on the screen for you here. It's stunning. It's beautiful. I saw one of these up for 850 quid at one point. They are extremely rare and hard to come by. Don't have enough contacts in this game at the moment, but I'm sure with time I can get the right people to maybe try and source one. Would I pay that much? Well, if this becomes a thing, possibly. But yeah, right now, way out of my budget. There you go. That is the internationals done. We're going to move into the clubs now. I'm going to start with my team, Tottenham. Get them out of the way because I know you guys are just, yeah. We're going to start with a home Tottenham shirt from 1985 to 1987. 1985 was the year I was born. Told you I was old. Hummel do good kits, provided the chevrons are on there. This one I would like to add to the collection, not only because it's my year of birth, but also Maradona wore it. It was Ozzy Ideali's testimonial, obviously both Argentine, and he brought Maradona down to the lane one night. I listened to a really good podcast on that, so if you check out Giant, there's a Giant podcast, I'll link it somewhere. Really good listen, these. We then move on to 1991, which was the year that Spurs won the FA Cup. I was 6 years old. I don't really remember it, if I'm being honest, but the kit was lovely. Of course, got the iconic sponsor of Holston, got a lovely collar. Umbro was the manufacturer, and obviously they've got Umbro imprinted embossed, if that's what you call it. I don't really know. Yeah, there's that pattern throughout. So similar to the England shirt, and it's got that pattern. Spurs 91 shirt had that too. Next up, we're talking purple Spurs shirts. Obviously, I've already got one, but it's not the one. The one is this one. It's fantastic. And if this doesn't scream Jurgen Klinsmann diving all over the show, I don't know what does, but it's a beautiful, beautiful shirt from Umbro yet again. It's on classic football shirts ranging from £100 to £125 with a name on the back. The only problem is they don't have any mediums. No mediums at all. It's all large, XL and double XL. And unfortunately, the shirts don't get any cheaper because the last shirt that I do want, and that is it for Spurs, I'm done then, is a sky blue away one. Now, obviously, I had this one, didn't I? It's a lovely shirt, modern but retro at the same time. Now, I wouldn't mind betting a lot of people haven't seen this shirt before. This one, again, on classic football shirts, £199, brand new with tags. But yeah, that is the fourth and final Spurs shirt that I would like to add to my collection. And that is it for Spurs. Hooray. Yeah, drop a like on the video. Come on, we're done with Spurs now. Because now, people, we're moving on to Newcastle, and I don't know why. I think it's because of my sticker book era, but it just felt like getting the Newcastle shiny badge was like a big deal. Number one was obviously special. Getting a Spurs badge was special, but something about getting a Newcastle badge felt special. And there's definitely something special about the black and white stripes with the blue star. The full logo came in later on. I think it was like the sort of 96, 97 where they had the yellow in there as well. The blue star was still in there, but getting the one with the blue star in it, just on its own, that, I don't know, it's a lovely kit. But yeah, this shirt, they actually wasn't in the Premier League for this. They actually smashed the Division 1 at the time, it was called. And then in their first season in the Premier League, they came third. 95, they came sixth, but then in 96 and 97, they had to go. They came second both times. And that was it. They kind of just fell away. But that shirt, I don't know, I've always liked it. It's a nice kit. And I've been trying to give reasons as to why I should have it. I don't know, like nostalgic value, if anything. But maybe I'm leaning towards something I'm going to reveal in a bit. But brands that you may have associated with when you were growing up, I feel like now, those shirts are ones that I want. It's nothing to do with the club, but it's everything to do with the brand and the design of the shirt. If they go in hand, then I kind of want it. Which is why, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to add Oldham Athletics 92 to 93 shirt. Sponsored by JD Sports at the time. That was my first job. Again, using classic football shirts as a reference. It's $124.99. Hasn't got the JD Sports logo on there, though. That's the whole reason that I'd want it, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, I've got a feeling that shirt could be worth a bit, because Oldham was only in there for 2 seasons. They survived the first season, but went down the next with Swindon and Sheffield United, if I remember rightly. And that's enough for British football. The England shirt, Tottenham, Newcastle, and Oldham. But anyway, we're going to Italy again. My Italian team, of course, is Inter Milan. And this was the shirt that they wore when I first started watching them. And this was before the iconic brand that is Pirelli. And if you don't like this, then get out. Get out. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. Obviously, Inter have since had a bit of a rebrand. They've lost that gold to their badge. They've swapped it all about. I don't like the blue that they're rocking at the moment. I prefer this blue. Yeah, this shirt just screams retro Italian. Dennis Bergkamp wore this shirt, and we know how great he was. But there are 4 other Italian teams that I would like too. Obviously, starting with Fiorentina. They've made some banging shirts over the years. But this one, for me, because of the brand on there, is a winner. Now, I thought this was the 93 to 94 kit, but it says here on eBay 92 to 93. So someone's right, someone's wrong. This is a size medium. It's 300 quid and it's got 7-Up on the front. Do I like 7-Up? It's just lemonade, isn't it? But it's a brand that I recognise. And I think it's a really cool shirt. They've worn other brands like Nintendo in the past, but this one is the best shirt for me, personally. I know other people would have different opinions. But yeah, Fiorentina, 92, 93, or maybe 93, 94. Who knows? 7-Up. Need it. Now we're going to continue with the brands. Sony in Italy was on the front of a Juve shirt back in 1996. Why is everything so expensive? Do you know what I like? When a striped shirt embraces the sponsor. So this one, it's saying, you know what? Sony. But the stripes have stopped. They're like, oh, hold up. It's trying to tell me something. Sony. And then it continues. Whereas there are other shirts where they just print a big square over the top and it interrupts the design. So I like this one. And in this Juve squad, you would have found a young Zinedine Zidane with hair. Now, I've already mentioned Maradona once. He was playing for Spurs, but he did actually properly play for Napoli for a bit, didn't he? He was wearing a beautiful light blue kit with Mars on the front. Would Mars be the first chocolate bar I pick up? No, it would probably be one of the last, actually. But, you know, it's that association. And the thing I like about this shirt, and a lot of Italian clubs do it over the years, they just put the Italian badge on there. They don't necessarily put their own badge on there. This is what Napoli have done. With this one, it can't quite work out if it's going to be a V-neck or a collar. It just went with both in the end. But obviously, Maradona is a big deal. Mars was a big deal. Marry them together, there's a shirt that's going to go into my collection, hopefully, one day. Now, the last Italian club that I'm going to talk about is a team that you might not be familiar with. They're actually in Serie A now. They've just been promoted. Yeah, the Spezia. The only reason I have an association to these guys is because back in the day when I used to play Ultimate Team on FIFA, I liked things to be as plain and simple as possible. My team was called Smiv City, original, and there was a badge that just had an S with a star in it. I was like, that's perfect for my club. It's S. It's perfect. I soon found out that this club was actually the Spezia. They've changed their badge since. And after doing research, it looks like a really lovely place in Italy. So I do want to go there one day, and I do want to visit the ground as well. But whilst compiling this bucket list, I knew that their shirts weren't really extravagant. They weren't amazing. They always had a white home shirt and a black away shirt. It was very plain and simple. But after doing some research, I realised in 1996, they were sponsored by Magic Tree. Yes, the little air freshener thing that you put in your car. Although in Italy, they call it Arbre Magique. Look at it. It's a magic tree. I used to prefer the blue ones personally, the new car scent, but we'll take green. That is an iconic brand right there. And for that reason, I must gain some contacts in this shirt game and get that, because that's fantastic. It's not a particularly nice shirt. It's just that. I want it. So we go from a little bit of a joke to something very serious right now, people. We're going into the French League. We're talking about PSG. Yeah, PSG. In 1995 to 1996 season, they had a shirt, a really nice shirt. It was a red and blue one, of course. Now, don't you dare get it mixed up with the 1996 to 97 shirt. This is the 95 to 96 shirt. The 96 to 97 is still a very, very nice shirt, of course. Looking at it here. Yeah, it's really nice, actually. I don't know why I'm even trying to mug it off. It's beautiful. It's lovely. However, if we just go back a season before that, very, very similar shirt. Although it's not got collars, it's more of a V-neck. But what it does have is that retro Nike logo that we all love. Do we? Or do I? I like it anyway. So this is a shirt that I would prefer to have in my collection than the 96-97. So there you go. That gives an idea. The expensive taste continues. So that, my friends, is some shirts that I'd like to add to my collection before I die. And there's some genuine ones there that I do want, but there are some ones that just I would like just through strange association, like that Magic Tree one. And upon compiling this list, I actually came across a site that allowed me to search for shirts by brand. And I've pulled out some absolute corkers. So Smiv, are you basically saying that you would like a Fulham shirt with Pizza Hut on it? Absolutely. Yes, that is exactly what I want. So I'm going to add that to the list. It's a brand we all know. Do we love it? Well, I used to. Are we more Domino's now? I don't know. Another brand that I've grown up with is Walkers. It's always been there. It's always been on the TV, the adverts and whatnot. Leicester. Am I going to get a Leicester shirt with Walkers on it? Probably. Yes. Yes, I am. Add it to the list. Right, come on. Let's fly through these now. Quick story. Obviously, I run Palmer's and we were tagged in this random shirt sales thing, and I think they thought that we were Palmeiras, not Palmer's. Now, Palmeiras had their third shirt in 2018. It's a fairly modern shirt, to be fair, but I liked it because I like the colour green. Lovely patterns, the iconic Adidas stripes. It's a beautiful kit. I want it. Put it in my bucket. That's 1 o'clock. Now, of course, I mentioned Inter Milan, and I wasn't going to get any of their Pirelli shirt, but I do want one Pirelli shirt, and I think the Pirelli thing is association towards Inter Milan, but not directly with them, because we're going to go to a different club called, what are they called? Penarol. Penarol FC in 2006-2007. This is their shirt. And you'd look at it and go, oh, Inter Milan have got like an away shirt. No, this is a completely different club. Club Atletico Penarol. They're from Uruguay. How would I ever get hold of this shirt? Who knows? Whack it in the list. We'll see what we can do. Talking of Atletico, we've got Club Atletico Bragantino, who have since become Red Bull Bragantino. And I know a lot of people don't like the Red Bull teams, but that's a rebrand. I'm nothing to do with it. Don't have a go at me. They're in Brazil, but before they become Red Bull Bragantino, they were Club Atletico Bragantino. In 1993, they had a shirt which could possibly give you a seizure. This shirt is way ahead of its time, and I want it. Again, I'm going to need to build up some contacts in this game. If you're watching this right now and you're like a shirt reseller, or you've got contacts and you're able to do it, reach out to me. I'm on Twitter. Come say hi, because I think these sort of South American shirts are going to be really, really, really hard to source. But look at it. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, is it like cubes? Is it a bit of Tetris? I could stare at this all day, and no, it wouldn't give me a seizure. Need. Whack it on the list. For those that don't know, the on-the-road car that I use is a Volvo. That's right, we're going down the brand association thing again. And Maccabi Haifa. Maccabi. I can't say these teams' names. Maccabi Haifa. Israeli team. You've probably seen them in the Europa playing at like 4 p.m. on a Thursday. Yeah, back in 1985, which was the year I was born, they were rocking a Volvo shirt. And not only that, it's green as well. And it's got the old school Adidas logo on it. Of course, it doesn't set the world alight. But for me, it's a winner and it's going on the list. Another club rocking the old school Adidas badge was Newell's Old Boys, better known as Knob. A lot of you would have seen this kit just after Maradona passed away. Messi sort of held up this kit as a tribute. You can probably work out I'm a big fan of Maradona. And even though it's red and black, I don't mind, because it's a really nice design. It's a very simple Yamaha. About 5 or 6 years ago, I ordered something off Amazon, and a Yamaha keyboard holder turned up. It was really random. Still got it. It's in the loft. But yeah, this kit, again, screams retro. Are we going to whack it on the list? Of course we are. Now, who'd have thought that Coca-Cola sponsored so many football clubs? There's loads. And I'm going to pull out a couple for you. But the deal is I only get to pick one. There's a club in Costa Rica called Alajuelense. Alajuelense. And in 1988, they had Cherry Coke as their sponsor. Again, it's red and black, so maybe this goes towards the bottom of the list. But again, an iconic sponsor in Coca-Cola. Slightly more modern in 2003, Bolivia. It's actually Oliver with a B on the front, Bolivar. Who knows, but in 2003, they got this. Puma on one side, their badge on the other, Coke along the front, and they've got their badge sort of etched into the background. I quite like that. It goes above the last one, so this is winning at the moment. But you know what? A black and white stripes just popped up. Botafogo, Brazilian team, 1993, whacked out this kit. Coca-Cola on the front. It looks like it's got a bit of a gold trim on it as well. Quite a successful club by the looks of it, because they've got the gold stars above their badge. This is winning. This is winning. But hold on, we have a rival. Deportiva Saprissa. Are they Costa Rican? I think they are. Leaning towards Fiorentina on this one. Purple and white. Coca-Cola on the front. It's a very simple one. Doesn't look like they've got a manufacturer on there. And I think that's the downside. You always need your manufacturer on the side. I do like it when the brand allows the shirt company to just, you know, go with a shirt. Obviously, this particular Coke logo is in purple. It matches the shirt. It blends in. It's nice. I still think that last one edges it, though. The Botafogo. I can't even say it. Black and white stripes one. But wait a damn second. In 1993, Coke was a sponsor of Fluminense, I think. Brazilian team again. Red and green stripes. For some reason, it kind of reminds me of the Aston Villa away shirt back in the day. Yeah, they had red and green, but it's black. This is red and green with white. And I kind of like it. Can we have two? Let's have two. The black and white one and this one. That's all the Coca-Colas. We're going to carry on with the soft drinks because I guess I'll have a soft drink on a football shirt. We've seen 7-Up. We're going to see it again. And my friends, I think this might be one of my favourite shirts of all time. And I'm not even lying. Like, this is genuinely good. And I'm going to definitely get the right people involved to try and find me this shirt because it's wonderful. It's a third shirt. Botafogo have popped up again. They've got 7-Up on the front. That is tasty. That is beautiful. That is everything I want in a kit. I really like that. Someone find me this shirt. Need. So we had Coke, we had 7-Up. Let's get on to Pepsi because I found Nacional. Their home shirt in the year 2000 was this. And that, my friends, is on brand. They've got Pepsi, they've got Fila, both red and blue brands. It's got a collar. I'm impressed. And it looks like there's a bit of a design on the white as well. So, that's a winner as well. Put that on the list. Now, if you was from my era, you would also know that Mitre footballs were a big thing. And, yeah, I did look for Mitre, but I actually found a different one. It was Mitre copiers. I think they're photocopiers. But I did find some nice shirts, including a Swiss team going by the name of Aru. And this was their shirt from 1990 to 91. Clean. Again, the old school Adidas. Now, as I look into this, they had one in 1988. Who remembers the Man United shirt with a little drawstring collar? And despite the sponsor being pasted on there, I think just for that alone, I think I value this shirt more. So if I can get that, I'll be very happy. So in this video, I've got some very expensive shirts that I could probably get hold of. Now I've added some shirts from around the world, which we're going to be very tough to get hold of. But one last thing I am going to add, because obviously we spoke about soft drinks and that. I love Dr. Pepper. You know that. And I actually tweeted Dr. Pepper the other day and I said, have you guys ever sponsored a football team or a soccer team? Because obviously soccer is their language over there. They didn't reply, but someone actually tagged Classic Football Shirts, and Classic Football Shirts came back with this. It's wonderful, and I need it. It's the 1994 to 95 Helmond Sport away shirt. By the way, Helmond Sports are in the Netherlands. They're a Dutch team. And it was at this point I called to the masses. Okay, this could be a tough find. Are any of my followers in the Netherlands who might know someone that knows someone that knows someone that has this shirt? Loads of people got tagged, and yeah, sure enough, people started coming back with replies. We had Ron Van Beek, who said he doesn't think that this one was actually designed. He had this shirt with a completely different sponsor on it. Frank Van Neerven, definitely Dutch people popping up here. He's got the same shirt, but it's a completely different sponsor. Again, so just on this shirt design alone, we've seen 3 different sponsors. And then quite a few people said the Dr. Pepper one didn't exist. And I started to think that as well, until William popped up. That is definitely a real shirt. It does exist, and I very much want it. I said to William, would you know anyone that would be willing to sell one? These shirts belong to my collection for the Helmond Sport Museum, so he's obviously part of the club. I mean, that's fine. I didn't want to take his one. I wasn't interested in that. I just wanted to see if he knew anyone that might have one that want to give one. I then asked him, do you know if many were made? And he come back with this. Fantastic. So that is going to be a real long shot. And I think the thing to take from this, guys, is that shirt to you or someone else might not mean a lot, but to someone else it will. I love Dr. Pepper. That shirt means a lot to me, and I'll probably pay over the odds to get it. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Is that what they say? But I think we can all agree that a Dr. Pepper shirt is definitely not trash. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my bucket list of shirts that I want to get at some point. If you know anyone that has any of these shirts that could help me out, then please do get in touch. Coming up on the channel soon, I've got a mystery box to open with Ellis from Away Days. Got a couple of vlogs as well on the way. Palmers is back. Obviously, Grassroots Football is back. So, yeah, plenty to come. Keep an eye on the channels. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like. I want to hit 2,000 likes. And, yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace.